Oh, and I love this. I love this. Okay, so pop it out. Boom, like that. Look at how small that is. That is awesome. What's up everyone? John from Tesla Owners of Silicon Valley, and we have a special unboxing, multiple unboxings happening today with none other than the Insta 360. As you know, if you've been watching our channel, you've been seeing the FSD videos that we've been doing with not only the Ace Pro, but also to the X4. And they just released two new versions. Not only is it the Ace Pro 2, but the X5. And what's crazy, I hear that the light at night is insane. It's just a game changer from the X4. But you also know how much the 360 view just completely changes everything, especially when you stick it on top of your car. You're able to see everything, especially with full self-driving unsupervised. It's a game changer, and so I'm excited to share these products with you. So let's get into it. Let's start again. Let me just go through real quick what we have here today. So I'm just gonna showcase. So we have the Insta 360 Link 2C. So I'm actually gonna be using this going forward on the Tesla Beat podcast. It's an AI powered 4K webcam. So it literally just docks right on top. And it came with a quick memory card of 256. So again, we're gonna get into that. Then we have the Ace Pro 2. This is kind of like you're just a handheld camera. I've been a big fan, especially because you can see here that the camera will actually flip up so that when you're holding in the selfie stick, you can actually see what you're recording. So again, and this can literally go all the way up to 8K. This is the big one, the X5 360 action camera. Again, this can shoot all the way up to 8K. And not only that, I heard, and again, I can't wait to test it out, but the ability to actually record at night has become so much better. Then we have the Flow 2. So for those creators out there that maybe don't want to use one of these action cameras, you can use the Flow 2 with your iPhone, and it's the ultimate AI tracking stabilizer. So that's cool. And then it obviously has a little tripod, so we're gonna try that out as well. Then we got the mini 2-in-1 tripod. And then of course, if you are familiar with the Insta 360 at all, you are familiar with the selfie stick, especially the X4 and now the X5. This thing can almost go up, I think almost like extending to 300 centimeters. So yeah, it's just crazy. Like you will actually feel like a drone is over you, or you're going through an event and holding this up and you'll have it covered. And I've done that actually several times at some of these events. So we're gonna unbox the X5 right now. Really, really excited to kind of get into this one. So you literally just pop it out, boom, like that. So every moment, any angle, no limits. And that's the truth. You will literally not miss any angle with the X5. Okay, so now I have the X5 right here. Like I think it's got the power button on this side, along with the other Q button here. And then you also have the battery, which is again is the same in the same spot, pops out right there. And then the SD card can go right in there. So we're gonna have to put one of those in there. So here's just like a little carrying case, along with a couple of like a charger and a cloth here. So it's little pouch right here to keep stuff in. So we're gonna go ahead and drop that in here. All right, so this is just a USB-C to USB-C. Again, I believe that this did come in the X4 as well. So cord right here. And then of course they have the really nice cover to clean the lenses as it will get dirty, right? So really, really, really awesome. And again, all this stuff you can kind of keep in the case too, you know? And what has been really cool, what I've seen from the X5 release is that they also released a DIY lens changer. So if you accidentally break your lens, you will be able to change it yourself. So make sure you check that out. We'll probably post the link to some of the people doing that themselves. And of course, you know, there's the manual and some of the other stuff, which I'm not gonna get into. And you can just see all the way around, right? This thing looks really just, love it. And then again, that's where you're just not gonna, if you look at the lens, like when you're doing the 360, you can actually see that you can't even see the breakup here. It literally goes all the way pretty much up to the top. But yeah, truly, truly impressive. Huge fan. Insta 360 X5. So that is the X5. All right, next is going to be the Ace Pro 2. We're gonna unbox this. Again, this can shoot up to 8K. It's an AI powered action camera. So let's go ahead and unbox this. And the boxing is, you know, it's just the small, subtle details, and I can feel that the back wants to come out, right? So I think this is just gonna probably slide down. It's always the small details that really kind of, I think, set Insta360 apart. They really just do take a lot of effort to make sure that the quality of the boxing is just there, because, you know, they have quality products. And I've used this thing, I've used the Ace Pro and the X4 to do all of my FSD videos, and they are just a game changer. Not only because you could shoot up to 8K, but you don't miss an angle, and they don't overheat. Some of the other companies that I've done this with, I've done all my FSD videos of, it would overheat like every 15 minutes. And that's the thing, I've never had this issue with Insta360 at all. Overheating is not an issue. The worst part is, imagine you're doing some type of activity, FSD drive, and it stops. It just completely stops. All right, so here we're gonna be taking out the Ace Pro 2. And again, never overheated with the Ace Pro 1. And we're just gonna pull this out. Oh, and I love this, I love this. Okay, so what's interesting is here is this, there's just the huge mic out in the front. And again, what makes this a game changer is the fact that you can see when you're doing a selfie video, you can pull this up to see what you're recording. And some of the other, again, competitors have a very small screen, so you can kind of see what's going on, but not the full view. This gives you the full view, and then you can kind of just take it and pull it down. There's also in the box, there is this little thing here that actually allows you to kind of stick it to any mounts right here. So this is actually really important. So we're just gonna pull that off. It says Insta360 on it, and this actually just slides into the bottom right here. So you can actually grip it, goes right in there, okay? And then here is where your SD card goes, and you can charge as well. So close that up. So we have the battery inside here. So the battery came underneath the camera. One thing I would recommend, you know, for those power users out here, wow. So look at that. This came with 2 batteries, stock. So I was just opening this up right here, so you can just see this. And it came with 2 batteries. Wow, that's just, you know, Insta360, because I think it's important, right? You're always gonna need that backup battery, especially, you never know what's gonna happen. And it's vital to make sure you have 2 batteries. I like to have 3 or more. Even on the X4, I always had at least 3 batteries. So that's gonna be huge. And then this is what it looks like. And it comes with an extra battery here. That's important. So it automatically comes with kind of like a guard to go around your camera here. So we're gonna put this on here, have it go all the way around. So in case you drop it, which unfortunately happens, right? You can't, unfortunately, life happens, as I like to say. And it is possible sometimes. Oh, came with 2. Oh, actually there was 1 already on it. So this was a backup. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, but it's crazy. So it's like, you know, I think, you know, Insta, I love how it's already coming like pre-packaged with a bumper protector for your lens, right? So that's just huge, you know? So again, it comes with an extra bumper here. I'm not sure based on how I did it. I wasn't sure if it already came on it. I think it probably did not. It just came with 2. But it pretty much comes ready to go out of the box. And then a bunch of instructions right here. And then of course you have USB to USB-C. So this is really just gonna be really just a game changer, because not only does it shoot 8K, but it allows you to be able to never overheat. Along with, you're able to always see what's going on as you're recording. So if I turn this on, you can see that the screen will pop up here. So as you're recording, you can see what is going on. And then it flips back the other way. So we're just gonna click next. And then you can download the app, make sure you do all the updates as well. And the app is really, really simple too. They really do a good job with that. So here we have, again, this is the Ace Pro. I'm gonna just shut this off real quick. We'll have to set that up as we start doing some of the drives. All right, so that kind of brings us to, we've been through the Ace Pro, the X5. Now we're gonna open up the Link 2. So as you know, I run a weekly podcast. It is so important because a lot of times, sometimes you have to move out of screen, and this will actually follow you no matter where you go. The podcast, at least from my view, will be coming from, the Link 2C going forward. And here it actually talks a little bit about what's inside, right? You have the auto framing, whiteboard recognition, smart control, and a natural look, and you can also blur as well, right? So there's noise canceling and a bunch of other stuff. So, man, I just, look at how small that is. That is awesome. And then what's interesting, look at this. It says to place, so this thing is really small, and it's crazy that this can actually shoot in 4K. So, oh, look at that. So this kind of, you can go up and down on this thing to kind of like shut off the webcam when you don't need it. And it looks like there's a kind of like a speaker up here. USB-C to charge the back. What's interesting is that you have the place where you can mount it down here, along with, it says to keep put it right at the center right here. Okay, so you can actually push this up. Crazy. So you can, wow, this thing is really just built super, super well. So it's held magnetically up here. Yeah, you can have this kind of go right in the middle and have it hanging over your monitor like this. Or you can actually have this thing pop up in case you need to do another angle and have it go like this. So I love just how it can, pretty versatile. And if you have to switch it up that way, you can, but if you need to mount it, you have the back here, and then you stick in the cable back here. So let's just see what they have. So it looks like they have a really long cable back here. This one's bigger than the one that you saw in the Ace Pro 2 and the X5. And the reason why is obviously because it's a webcam, so it's gonna need to like get plugged in the back here. Really cool. And then they do also have, in case, because not everyone has USB-C to USB-C. It actually has a USB-C to USB port. So pretty cool. Future Tesla Beat podcasts are gonna be run off this thing. But I just love how compact this is. It's got the speaker on top. You can open and close the lens here. I love just the freedom to the magnetic thing on this, the mount on the bottom as well. All right, so what do we have next? We have the Flow 2. So for my friends out there that are content creators via your iPhone, this is absolutely what you're gonna need. So if you don't want to use maybe the action cameras, the Flow 2 is gonna be a game changer. So here in the back, it says open. See this all the way. And it looks like all-in-one service. Obviously you gotta hook it up to the iPhone app, the Insta360. And then it shows you the quick grip to unfold it, the tripod position, and then the low grip. Wow. And you can kind of feel it just straight out the gate, to be honest. Like, this thing is built like with just really strong material. And it looks like, and then obviously it has the mount below here. along with just being able to grip this thing is just gonna be really, really cool. And let's see what this is. This looks like it's obviously the phone mount, which goes, I believe, right here. All right, so you can kind of see how it actually clips in here. If you take it off, there's a spot right here, kind of where the red thing is. And you kind of just can slip it right there. Place the phone face up. I'm just gonna leave that sticker there. But again, you can also just charge it through here too. There's a little USB-C out right there. Okay, and then let's see what else is in this bag, if anything. Okay, love the carrying case. And then of course, gotta love the stickers, think bold. And then of course, this is the Flow carrying case. It says Insta360, think bold below. We're gonna be showing some examples of this. Today is really just the unboxing. I'm really excited and looking forward to it. So this is an in. So, sorry, the USB-C in is right here. So I think if you hold this, it will just come loose. So again, I'm gonna register this and we're gonna just showcase and allow it to flip up. Yeah, I love how there's also this little mirror here that can help you. This thing, what I love about the clamp here is it kind of moves in and out. You can kind of see this thing move in and out, right? I love the feel of it. You can just tell it's quality, and it's gonna be able to like follow you around. So if you're a content creator, definitely make sure to check this out. It's gonna be just a game changer. So that's pretty much it here. Let's just check out, there's probably a couple more things in here to help continue to enhance the whole flow. So look at this. So this is just another clamp, and all of this is connected right here. So this is like MagSafe, I believe. So everything is connected at this top thing right here, right? So it looks like they've given 3 options with this. And of course, so here's what is probably the mic along with a cord. So here again is the mic, and you can kind of put it on the in and the out, and it has the adapter. So this is really, really cool. Love it. So again, 2 major like accessories. It's like kind of like that MagSafe right here. And then this thing can kind of just flex depending on what angle you're using. Looks like this even flips out. Look at that. Pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. Perfect companion just to up your content creation with this. So, all right, 2 last things we're gonna show here is this extended selfie stick. Man, this thing, it really doesn't need an introduction, to be honest with you. Like, this is the thing that will help you kind of feel like you have like a drone without having one. So, and I'm gonna extend this, and this is gonna show that this is fully extended, and it's taller than me. It's like, at least it feels like probably a good 10, 12 feet. I don't know if it's double my size, but when you're holding this up, and the great thing is that it has the mount at the top. So you can see here, you just stick it on, and this works perfectly with the X5, right? You're not gonna really wanna do this with your Ace Pro 2, because again, you're not really trying to capture the 360 angles. So this is the mini 2-in-1 tripod. We're gonna go ahead and open this up. So here, again, it can kind of pop out, kind of like you can actually get this thing up. So what I love about it is you can push it all the way up, so it can literally act as a little mini tripod here. So let's go ahead and stick the Ace Pro in here. This is my first time using the Insta360. I've had the other mounts before, but this is my first time kind of getting used to the threading that they have put in the Insta360. Then I'm gonna lock it. Look at that. So this thing it's not going anywhere. I'll tell you that. So love how this is just all set up. Again, I can just hold this here. I can then plop it if I need to do something here. That is just, it's great. I mean, this is literally like, when you think of content creation, this is what you want to go with. This mini tripod is just a great option if you're considering anything. And like I said, this stuff is all new to me. I love the way that this threads, but you can tell though, this, once you stick it in, it's not moving. Look at that, that's cool. One other thing that came in, it was an extra one of those things, along with, if I wanna mount my Insta360 on a shorter tripod, you can just stick that in and then just screw the Insta360 X5 on top of this. So really cool. So I'm gonna do enough. I've done enough unboxings today. Let's go put this into action. We're gonna go get some epic footage going through some mountainous roads up in the Santa Cruz and Los Gatos Mountains. But really, again, if you've enjoyed my FSD rides, they've been brought to you over the past probably like 8 or 9 months. It's been brought to you by Insta360. We're gonna put the referral code below so that you can get some additional perks. But we would love for you to utilize that affiliate link because it helps us keep track of, we are pointing you to great products. But again, don't take my word for it. Go out and try it yourself. I'm a huge fan of Insta360. This is not just a plug, but I've been a fan of it because I've been able to personally use it and see how it's been an absolute game changer, not only in clarity, but really just capturing every single angle. And again, we're gonna go check out this X5 out on the road with FSD and see how it does. So next month is a big month for Tesla, right? June's just right around the corner, and we're gonna see how FSD is really just going to change the game. I think I have enough goodies for days, and the podcast is gonna change with the link to see here. We also have the Ace Pro 2 here, along with the X5 and a couple of selfie sticks and extended selfie sticks. So thank you again. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We're gonna continue to do more unboxings. With Insta360, you'll be able to follow our journey and how we use these action cameras to do all things Tesla related. So hope to see you next time, and thank you again for tuning in.